Hari Om. Srimad Bhagavad Gita is a text which reveals to us the wisdom of our own self. It is a text which will not only make our life in this world more fruitful, but it will also take us to the ultimate goal of our life, and that is reaching the state of enlightenment, to wake up from our dream of delusion and to recognize ourselves as we are. That is the ultimate destination which we have to reach, which we will reach, if not in this lifetime, then in future lifetime. But that is where the entire energy of our life is taking us. It's like the rain when it falls from the sky. Ultimately, that water reaches the ocean. Some drops which are lucky, they directly fall into the ocean, but others, they fall on the mountains or in the rivers or on the streets, goes underground, follows various different courses, but finally it reaches the ocean. Similarly, all of us are destined to reach our ultimate destination, that is enlightenment. If not now, later, if not later, next life or in future. Therefore, this text is most fascinating. It is unlike any other text in the world. It begins with that story of Mahabharata, in which we have the hero Arjuna ready for the war, and seeing his own people standing in front of him, he gets nervous, he gets confused, which leads to great grief. To such an Arjuna, who then surrenders to Bhagavan Sri Krishna, that please guide me, I am totally confused. Dharma sammudha chetaha, I am confused regarding dharma, please guide me. So Bhagavan Krishna guides him, and that is this Bhagavad Gita. So the first chapter reveals to us our own condition. Taking the help of the story of Arjuna, our own condition is revealed. Arjuna became scared, seeing the mighty armies facing each other, ready to kill each other. It's a life and death situation. So he was little scared, nervous about this death, which will inevitably come to him or to his relatives and friends. Then he was very much confused, and there was this problem of grief. These are the three main problems which face mankind: fear, confusion, and grief. Universally, there is this fear of survival, whether we will survive as an individual, whether we will survive as a race. There is always that fear is there. And that fear motivates the different life forms to move around experiencing various pleasures, trying to protect themselves from their predators, and it goes on. The journey goes on. In science, they call it the survival instinct, which is there in all of us. We have this fear of becoming non-existence or fear of dying. That is the main fear. Then there is great confusion regarding the nature of our own self. We don't know exactly who am I. It's not very clear. Though every one of us, we talk about ourselves, we write books on ourselves, biography. We write little sketches about ourselves. Even on internet, you find people talking about themselves. Briefly, they reveal their nature. But all that they talk about is either about the body or relatives of the body or the place or some qualities of their mind, qualities of the intellect, but it doesn't reveal their real nature. It's like somebody asking me, who am I? And I start describing you the table, the chair in details, also the position where it is kept, things which are there. That will not really reveal me. Similarly, when we talk about ourselves, we talk about the external factors which we feel make our own self. So there is this confusion regarding our own identity. And the third thing, which is a great problem facing humanity or all, is the problem of sorrow, sadness, grief. In various forms, it comes sometimes in the form of loneliness, frustration, irritation, different forms it takes. And everyone feels their sadness is very special. They don't want to listen to any other person's sadness. That my sadness is more special. Please listen to it. We feel by telling about it, it will reduce. Sometimes it reduces, that other fellow gets everything. But it doesn't go. So we give various reasons. Religious people give their own reason about karmas, about vasanas, about papa which is done in the past. Or God is little angry with you. Or you must have done some rituals or something wrongly, whatever. Astrological reasons are there. They say Shani bhari hai. Rahu is not very happy with you. Ketu is in the wrong house. And other grahas, whatever they are. And Dasha and Sadesati. So they have their own reason why we are unhappy. Then the worldly people who don't believe in all this, they have their own reason why we are unhappy. You are in the wrong profession. You should wear the right type of hat. You should be in the right job. You should know how to interact with people. People management, personality development, confidence, synergy. So some names are thrown here and there, and they have their own reason why they are unhappy. Our own friends, relatives, they may have their own reason. They will tell us that you are born in a wrong family. That is the main cause. I told you, what can we do? Or they will say, you married the wrong person, I was telling you, but you never listened to me. Or about some job that you're in the wrong company. or you don't know how to invest, you don't know how to take care of your finances. So all these reasons. Some may say that, oh, you are educated in the wrong school. If you had studied in that school, it would have been better. So 100 reasons are given why we are unhappy. And all these reasons seem to be very nice, interesting. And sometimes they are quite contradictory to each other also. But they are reasons. Because when we are unhappy, that time we suddenly become very philosophical. Why? Why this has happened? We want to know the answer. When things are going fine, we don't have any questions. Any question? When we have joys coming in our life, we don't ask the question, why God, why are you making me so happy? Nothing like that. But when we are unhappy, then we have questions. That why I am such a nice person? Why you are making me so unhappy? I followed all this religion so sincerely. I attended all the religious function. I went to all the temples. I performed all the rituals. Why am I unhappy? So the answers may be given, but they don't satisfy us because they are not absolutely true. They are not true. They are just satisfying answers. They satisfy us to a certain extent, but they are not absolutely true. So there are these problems of fear, of confusion, and of grief. Arjuna expressed these three problems in the first chapter. He was scared. He was scared also because this war, however strong you are, when one faces death, it's quite scary. Then he was confused, no doubt about it. Confused regarding his own nature and confused regarding the nature of his duties, of his goal, of his purpose. Things were not clear. Therefore, there was a lot of uncertainty in his mind. And this uncertainty can be real disturbing only. When we are clear about things, it's good. So he was very much uncertain about a lot of things. And deep sadness, deep grief or dejection arose in his heart. See, sometimes we postpone things. Like there is fear, somehow we just neglect it or try to forget about it, or chant Hanuman Chalisa, or do something so that we are temporarily released from this fear, or make people sit around us, hold my hand, and all those things. There are different techniques which might help us to be free of fear, or to take insurance policy, or to have some guards around. But that doesn't help. Confusion. We try to resolve our confusion by our own thinking, or by asking questions, or discussing things with those who do not know anything about